Hello and welcome back to Football Manager. We are almost at the end of the January transfer window. We have made a signing. There are potentially some more coming in. We also, as you can tell by the league table here, we are slowly but surely falling down the table, and here's why. Since we last met, we have, after obviously the West Brom 6-1 victory, we went to Liverpool. Nope, Liverpool came to us actually, and we drew 4-4. I don't understand how we drew 4-4, but we did. So Kravinovic with a goal very early on, Gabbiadini also very early on with a goal, Dembele and then Charlie Austin right at the death to basically equalise. We got lucky that game. Again, for some reason, we conceded 4. Then a trip to Brentford in the FA Cup, a fairly easy 5-2 victory. I played a somewhat rotated side, but not massively, because I need to get some wins, and I thought, well, if I'm going to get some wins, that's the place to go. So a 5-2 victory, Manolo Gabbiadini hat-trick, David Bentley own goal, and a Mario Lemina goal to finish things off. Then 2 defeats on the spin. So the first one was at home to Brighton, where we went 1-0 down, an equaliser from Gabbiadini, and then Dale Stephens, again, right near the end of the game, gives the winner for Brighton. Then we went to Chelsea, and somewhat an awful game that this one was. So Augusto Fernandez, no idea who he is, scores the opener for Chelsea. Gabbiadini equalises almost instantly. Willian and then Cesc Fabregas for Chelsea makes it 3-1. And then the final game to talk about, nice, boring, dull, 0-0 draw with Leicester. It's a point, but it's another draw. I mean, if you look at this, right, can I sort by that? Look, this is how many draws in my entire season so far, compared to, I think, what's that, 7 wins, 7 defeats, 6 defeats, 6 wins, 6 defeats, there you go, I can do maths now, and 700 draws? Today, this episode, we are going to have Tottenham and we're going to have Bournemouth, Fleetwood in the middle. I'll show you probably the goals from that, or maybe just the end result. And also, we have some transfers. I'll show you the one who has come in. Kyriakos Papadopoulos, 25-year-old Greek centre-back, has come in from Hamburg. He's a decent centre-back. He's a no-nonsense centre-back. I mean, 20 determination, 20 bravery, 16 headering, 18 marking, 18 tackling. He is a no-nonsense defender. He's the type of defender that I like. You throw a medicine ball at him and he'll header it. He's that type of player, which is why I've gone for him. He wasn't cheap. He was £15 million. As you can see, he's played twice and he's not doing too well at the moment. Partially because he can't speak English, I guess. There's been some outs as well. Firstly, Nathan Dyer. He's gone. He didn't really last very long. He didn't even serve a purpose, but I somehow made a profit on him. Bought him for 725k, sold him for 775. He's gone to Huddersfield. Youngster Richard Bakary, I'm keeping an eye on this whole potential, and he wasn't getting any better. He was never going to get good enough, so I thought, you know what, let's just get rid of him. He's gone to Crawley for 4k, I think. And Shane Long, who has not featured at all for me this season, he's gone to Hull for 550k. He's played once. What did he play in? Came off the bench once in a league game. So yeah, Shane Long's gone as well. I also managed to loan out Frank Dogbol and Ali Tape. They've gone off to Botev Plovdiv. Another transfer which hasn't gone through just yet is Stephen Davis. He is going to the MLS. He's going to join Montreal Impact in a month's time, because their transfer window is a little bit different to ours, but he's on his way out. I think it's no money at all. I think it's a free transfer, but it's 55 grand off the wage budget. Let's get into the game against Tottenham then, shall we? We are in somewhat dire straits. I'll show you actually why. Job security. To summarise, the board feel you should be performing slightly better in your role as manager. I agree, and the main reason is competitions. So they are expecting, the board are disappointed with the team's overall performance across the various competitions this season. The Europa League I'm doing alright in, the League Cup I'm out of, the FA Cup I'm still in, but it's only just started, and the League I'm doing absolutely appalling in. I've already had a board meeting where I blamed it on injuries, so I can't really go any further. If I have another meeting, they're probably going to give me an ultimatum or just fire me. So yeah, by the end of this episode, we could be out of a job. The lineup for Southampton versus Tottenham, there's a couple of new faces in there. So in goal, Fraser Forster, back four of Hugo Mallow, Big Wes, Kyriakos Papadopoulos and Kieran Tierney. I'm probably going to need to change his name down to something like just Papa, maybe, because it's easier to say. Romeo, Lamina and Delaney make up the midfield. Dennis Praet. I think it's Praet. I'm going to say Praet. Dennis Praet as the advanced playmaker, going to make his debut. He's just come back from injury. Dembele and Gabbiadini as the two strikers. We really do need a win here. It would be nice if we weren't playing a team as good as Tottenham. Because if we had like a mid-table side or even a bottom half side, we might actually stand a chance here. Assertively, right, my assistant manager, Carlos Paganucci, prove a point. Okay, prove a point. Where's prove a point? That one. Kind of worked. One thing I have noticed when I've gone back and edited these videos is that we do not mark. A lot of the goals have come from the fullbacks not marking players, which is probably something I need to change. Gabbiadini's just put it in the top corner. We're 1-0 up. Do I now go contain? I've asked this before. I go 1-0 up, and then I go, nah, let's not go contain. Let's stick with control. Maybe we go contain soon. Gabbiadini steps up to take the free kick. He's got a lot of space there. Gets it over the wall, right in the corner. Lloris probably should have saved it. He doesn't. We're 1-0 up. We've moved up to 12th as well. Tierney wins the header. Dele Alli coming forward. Ali hits Tierney. Tierney gets the ball back from Lamina. Tierney. What was that? Eric Dier. Lozano. This is a Tottenham goal, isn't it? It's come off the defender. Romeu. Okay, Forster gets the save. I don't know why I said Romeu. It was Danny Rose. It's not even one of their players. Big Wes with the header. Delaney. Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini's played in Dembele. Dembele is through on goal, and Dembele has made it 2-0 after 16 minutes. Do we now go contain? There's been 3 shots, 2 on target and 2 goals. Dembele picks up the ball, and Dembele, natural finisher, puts it into the bottom corner, makes it 2-0 after 16 minutes. And I am seriously contemplating going like proper defensive right now. 19 minutes now. Ericsson gets tackled by Lamina. Lamina tries to play it forward. Jonathan Brooks gets there. Papadopoulos, Tierney, Lamina. Lamina really needs to get it forward. He's played it back to the goalkeeper, who's hit it to Delaney. Dennis Praet. Dembele. Dembele doesn't get there. Brooks doesn't instead. Hugo Mallow picks up the loose pass. Mallow tries to play Dembele through and it just hits John Brooks on the head. Lozano. Lozano's got 2 players out of the game there. Dele Alli. Ericsson's got a lot of space. Harry Kane. It's 2-1. We should have gone defensive. Ali finds Ericsson with a lot of space. The through ball to Kane. And Harry Kane doesn't miss those. Throw on for Tottenham. Big Wes gets the ball though. Dembele doesn't get there. Jonathan Brooks. Delaney gets the loose ball. Dembele. Gabbiadini, he's through on goal. He's got to score. He's rattled the crossbar. And now, can Tottenham counter? I hope not. Please don't. Dele Alli now coming forward. Thank Christ for that. Thomas Delaney's got a calf strain. Okay. Praet with a free kick. Lamina picks up the loose ball. Goes forward. Romeu. Gabbiadini doesn't get there. Papadopoulos now. Papadopoulos isn't really going anywhere. Hugo Mallow. Mallow plays it straight to Ericsson, and Ericsson plays through Kane and Big Wes. Big Wes doing his job back there. Romeu. Dennis Praet. Dembele isn't going to get there ahead of Alderweireld. Praet again. Delaney with his calf strain. He's still going, bless him. Tierney. Dembele. Romeu. Gabbiadini's in front. Gabbiadini does get it. Gabbiadini's gone for goal and he's hit the post and Dembele gets the rebound with 3-1 up. I really want to go contain. I can't throw away another lead like this. Gabbiadini gets the ball. He has a very long shot. He's hit the post. Second time he's hit the woodwork today. Dembele, not really sure how he can claim that because it looked like it came off Vidma. I think we've made it to half-time with a 3-1 lead. Earlier I was saying that by the end of this episode we could be out of a job. If we get 2 wins against Tottenham and Bournemouth, I'm very happy. Keep it going. Keep it going, lads. Delaney needs to come off. Dennis is not having a good game either. Sorry, Dennis. Let's change that to defensive. Let's go defensive. This is probably the worst decision I've made. Romeu. Lamina. This looks good. This looks very promising. Key. Gabbiadini. To Tierney. Tierney back to Key. Key to Romeu. Romeu's got some space. It doesn't matter. Dembele. What was that? That was absolutely shocking. Lloris with the goal kick. All the way as far as Big Wes. Kravinovic doesn't quite get there. Romeu gets the ball though. Key. Delaney. Delaney? That's not Delaney, that's Gabbiadini. It's not even close. Kravinovic. Key. Key needs some options. Kravinovic gets it back. Romeu. Romeu needs some options now. Hugo Mallow. We don't see a lot of Mallow. Maybe that's why, because he keeps getting tackled all the time. Harry Kane's now running through. Lamela. Lamela has been tackled by Tierney. Kane gets the ball back. Dele Alli's put into the back of the net. It's 3-2. If we concede another one, I'm not going to be very happy. Lamela plays out to Widmer. Kane with a header, plays it down to Dele. Dele Alli puts it into the top corner. Tottenham have had 3 shots. Or 3 shots on target. Somehow, they're still in this game. This is something that I very, very rarely do. Right. No, actually, let's do that. Gabbiadini. I can't sub Gabbiadini, can I? This seems like such a dumb idea, but I'm doing it. I can't afford to keep throwing away games, so we're going with 7. 7? 5. 5 defenders. 3 midfielders and 2 up front now. So Gabbiadini off, Tonelli on. And then we're going contain as well. There's 20 minutes to play. Kravinovic with a free kick. Papadopoulos. Back to Kravinovic. Papadopoulos again. Papadopoulos has been fouled by Dele Alli. Moussa Dembele's going to step up to take it. If Gabbiadini was on, that would be his. Just put it in. Please, just put it in. All I ask of you, Moussa. I think this is for your hat-trick as well, isn't it? Yes, Dembele. 4-2. That's a hat-trick for Dembele. His 15th goal of the season. His 50th career league goal. Somehow, he seems to have scored a lot of goals this season, but I'm not quite sure where. Into the bottom corner. 4-2 now. We're sticking with contained. There's like 6 minutes to play. Tierney. Martin Odegaard, who's at Tottenham for some reason. Benassi plays the ball forward to Kane. Kane doesn't really have any support with him just yet. There are 75 Southampton defenders there. Key now. Plays a long ball forward to the lone striker of Dembele. Kravinovic. Romeu. Romeu finds Tierney. Can we get something out of this attack? It's looking promising. Dembele. Kravinovic has made a run into the box. Alderweireld with a tackle. Dele Alli can get it clear, only as far as Tierney. Lamina. Romeu. Kravinovic. Dembele can make a run. Dembele has made a run. Dembele. Unlucky Moussa. That could have been 5-2. It's a corner. It's going to be taken by Key. There's a lot of options in there. Big Wes was in there. Romeu doesn't quite get there, and Harry Kane's going to get it clear. Only as far as Tierney. Lamina, I suspect the highlight's going to end. That's going to do it. This has to be the final highlight. Pastore smashes it into one of the defenders, gets the ball back. Dele Alli now. Dele Alli is absolutely shattered. Widmer crosses it in. Harry Kane. Tonelli gives away. It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. That is going to be the end of it. There it is. 4-2 victory against Tottenham. Genuinely, you do not realise how happy I am with that. Passionately, I'm very happy. My tactical genius, that's what I'm calling it. It's a bit extreme. Paid off by bringing on another centre-back. We're up to 13th. It's still not good, but that's our 8th win of the season. 34 points. I don't think we're going to go down. And we're actually not far off 7th. That's the worrying thing. This mid-table is just a big cluster of about 7 teams. You will join me for Fleetwood in a moment. And hopefully by the time the Fleetwood match comes around, there will also be some transfers. So if something comes in before then, you will see. Well, the first failed signing is here. Bushilla tried to get him in on loan. He didn't want to join me on loan. So, yeah, screw you. So, no transfers have gone through just yet. We do have to play Fleetwood now in the FA Cup. I might actually try and do something in the FA Cup, so I might actually put quite a strong side out. You'll probably join me at the end of the game, and then we will head on to the end of the transfer window, and then the Bournemouth game. 13 minutes played, and we are 1-0 down to Fleetwood. Burns with a goal. I'm playing a strong side. You can see there on the left. I'm playing, Ben Raythorn's playing. We're 1-0 down. 20 minutes played. It is 1-1. Manolo Gabbiadini scores his 50th goal, apparently, for Southampton. And Kieran Tierney's assist was apparently amazing. Why did I say I wanted to win the FA Cup, or at least do well? We are 2-1 down now, 33 minutes played. Connor Mahoney with a goal. Apparently Forster was annoyed at getting beaten at his front post. I agree. I am also annoyed, Fraser. We have left it very late. 88th minute, Moussa Dembele, who is a second half substitute, scores on the second attempt. It's 2-2. I'm hoping there's no more. Final score then at Highbury. I think that's where Fleetwood play. is a 2-2 draw. Looking at the stats, 25 shots, 11 on target, 2 goals. 5 shots, 3 on target, 2 goals. Every single time. We have a new signing to talk about. He's only come in on loan, and is quite an expensive loan, but he's also quite a good player. It is Adrien Rabiot, I think that's how it's pronounced. He's come in from PSG on loan till the end of the season. He's come in as, he's come in as a first team, I believe. Yeah, he's come in as a first team. I have to pay 350k a month, or 700k if he doesn't play. He's probably going to play, but he's in. I think that's a decent signing. If we somehow manage to get past the replay against Fleetwood, we will go to Hull, where I believe that's where Shane Long's gone. A transfer that I completely neglected to tell you about. Bad boy Grant Corbett has gone on loan to Notts County for the rest of the season. So far, he's played 4 games, and he hasn't scored. He's also not got sent off, so I guess he's doing alright. We are on transfer deadline day, and already it is 7:45 in the morning on transfer deadline day. And there's been a couple of transfers. First thing is Stefan Ilsanker. I think Austrian. He's a ball-winning midfielder. That's where I've gone from. He was very cheap, like £1.8 million. He's not going to be playing too often. He's in as a backup, but he's a decent, proper ball-winning midfielder, which I think that's a position that I was missing. I was trying to repurpose players like Classy and whoever else I have in central midfield. My brain's gone dead to be ball-winning midfielders, but he is a ball-winning midfielder. Player out is a person I signed at the end of last season, William Venquier. He played a total of 0 games. He played a game. I'm sure he played a game. He played 2 cup games for me. He has gone out for £1 million. He just wasn't good enough. Not even close. I mean, that Ilsanker guy probably won't be close either, but whatever. 2 more transfers to talk about on transfer deadline day. Jan Valery has gone out on loan to Sheffield Wednesday for the remainder of the season. Hopefully he'll get some games there. Hopefully he won't get sent off and be terrible and whatever else he's done for me. And it's another loan signing who's come in. This time it's Mattea Caldara in from Juventus on loan until the end of the season. He's coming in as a backup. I'm struggling with defending. So I've now got 5 defenders who in theory could be playing first team, which I'm hoping means that there's enough competition for people to be all excited and want to actually win some games. I've almost signed this guy. His contract's expiring. I would have got him at the end of the season. However, he hasn't got a work permit. He's 24. I thought I'd pull out of the deal now. And that is it. The deadline has passed. We have been the biggest spenders and the most active. £48 million spent. 9 players signed. I think we kind of needed to do it though. So a summary of my transfer window. Players that have come in. 5 players really. Dennis Pratt. Kyriakos Papadopoulos. I had to think about how to say his name then. Adrien Rabiot. Stefan Ilsanker and Mattea Caldara have all come in. Players who have left, there's been a few of them. Grant Corbett's gone out on loan, Slattery's gone out on loan, Nathan Dyer has left and gone to Huddersfield, Dogbowl's gone to Botev Plovdiv, Richard Bakry's gone to Crawley, Shane Long has gone back to Hull, Ali Tape has gone to Botev Plovdiv, William Venquier has gone to Bologna, and Jan Valery is gone to Sheffield Wednesday. All the transfers are done. We're still insecure. Well, that's not good. How are we doing for financial fair play? Failing it. Great. By £2.05 million. We're going to fail financial fair play at this rate. If we fail financial fair play, we get a 5-point deduction. That's not good. That's really not good. We might need to win like the Europa League or something. Anyway, let's go off into the future and let's go and play Bournemouth, where last time we played them, we lost 4-0? It was 4-0. So this is somewhat a problem. My squad registration, I can't register everyone, so Arribas and Loic Remy are actually not going to be registered for the final part of the season. That's going to annoy Arribas at the very least. Remy, he's 31, he's declining as a footballer, so I'm not too fussed about that one. And Moussa Dembele has won Young Player of the Month for 4 goals in 4 games. Alejandro Arribas got so annoyed that he now wants to leave the club, so he's transfer listed, which if I get £13 million for him, that's amazing, considering he cost me literally bugger all. Welcome back to a wet and windy, it's not windy, it's just wet, it's calm actually, to a wet St Mary's Stadium where we face Bournemouth, who have beaten us twice, we've beaten them twice. It's very even over the last couple of seasons. The starting lineup for Southampton versus Bournemouth. In goal, Fraser Forster. I really don't want Fraser Forster next season. I'm hoping Kwadio Kone gets a work permit at the end of the year and then I can kind of play him. That's my plan. Failing that, I might play Harry Lewis. Anyway, this game is Fraser Forster in goal. Back four of Hugo Malio, Big Wes, Kyriakos Papadopoulos and Kieran Tierney. Midfield of Oriol Romeu, Mario Lemina and Adrian Rabiot making his debut. Filip Kravinovic also plays as the advanced playmaker. Dembele and Gabbiadini as the usual strike force. On the bench, Dennis Pratt is on there. So far, the 2 games he's played, he's not been very good. I'm wondering maybe it's because he's not up to speed, he can't speak the language, I don't know, but I'm going to have to just slowly introduce him, I think. Rabiot needs a squad number. Number 15 seems fair. Let's see if we can keep our winning ways going, because I quite like the idea of winning games. We owe them revenge because they destroyed us. Rabiot wasn't here, but you should be told. A win here would potentially put us up to 11th, which is good. Bournemouth are coming forward with the first highlight, which is kind of worrying. Gabbiadini gets the ball. I'm hoping the highlight ends, thanks. Begovic plays it forward. Callum Wilson gets the ball. Wilson is running at the defenders, and Fraser Forster... What are you doing, Fraser Forster? It's a corner. Cabaye to take the corner. Cabaye is a very good signing for them. Wilson doesn't quite get there. Kravinovic now can get it clear. He's only really got Dembele in front of him. He does find him. Dembele finds Romeu. Romeu has got Hugo Malo making a run. Malo's been tackled by Ake. Ake can now get it clear, but apparently that's all they want to show. Corner. Kravinovic plays it to the front post. Big Wes is there. Big Wes scores. I think Dembele got the flick on, so Dembele will get the assist. Big Wes with a goal. We've moved up to 11th place. Corner from Kravinovic. Dembele with a flick on. Big Wes. Header at the back post. No goalkeeper there to save it. It's 1-0 to Southampton. I'd like my goal difference to get in the positive for the season, because we've been sat in the minuses. I think we went down to as low as like -8 at one point. We've sat in the minuses all season. Gabbiadini has made it 2-0. We're now on -1 goal difference. This match, judging by the stats, they've had 2 shots and none on target. We've had 10 and 5. We're 1-0 up, 2-0 up, sorry. This makes it 2. Gabbiadini's free kick, straight in the top corner. Begovic with no chance to save that one. 2-0 at half-time. We are doing very well. I'm very happy. Keep it up, lads. Rabiot, he's doing alright. He's a bit lacking match fitness. We might bring him off at some point, but I don't think I want to change anything at the moment. Free kick, Gabbiadini, Papadopoulos, Lemina. Lemina's trying to get some space for a shot. He does take the shot. It's gone over the bar. Is it time for Dennis Pratt soon? I do want to bring him on. I just want to get him introduced into the team. But is 2-0 not a big enough lead to risk it? Tierney, Kravinovic finds Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini's got Dembele in front of him. He's probably going to go it alone. He has, and Begovic with a save. 75 minutes on the clock. Dennis is coming on. And Charlie Austin from Dembele. Dembele's not doing so well. 88 minutes on the clock. This is probably going to be the end of it. If we don't get any more highlights, this will be the end of it. And this will be 2 victories in 1 episode. And a draw against Fleetwood. Gabbiadini, that was terrible. Doesn't matter. 2-0 victory against Bournemouth. We lose 4-2 on aggregate, but aggregate isn't a thing in the Premier League. Calmly, I'm very happy, especially with the way you played and the result. Good job, lads. And with that victory, that propels us up to 11th in the table. We are pulling away from, essentially, we were the worst of the middle pack. We're now somewhere in the middle. We are 3 points, could in theory push us up to 7th. Chelsea do have 2 games in hand. Burnley and Newcastle also have a game in hand. But if things go our way, we could be back up to 7th. And the board confidence has gone from insecure to stable. Everything is back on track, because I was wondering whether I was going to have to try and find a new club or not. Next episode is going to be a Europa League special. It's going to be 2 Celtic games, so the home and the away legs of the Europa League match. I don't have a very good Europa League squad because of the stupid regulations, and half of my team aren't actually English. So we could see a very, very different side in those games, and we could probably get knocked out. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2017. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see me playing other games as well, head on to my other channel, which there's a link in the description. and also at the end of the video where I play other things. So yeah, go check that out.